Hi everybody, this is Kefren, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to show you how to boost your FPS in Battlefield 2042. So we're going to start with the Windows configuration, and after that we will go inside of the game. So first of all, write game mode in your search bar. Make sure that game mode is at on. It's working very well with Battlefield, so make sure that you're using it. In my previous guide of Battlefield 1 or 5, I was telling you guys to disable it because game mode was really bad on Windows. Now it's a lot better, so definitely go with it. Xbox game bar is still bad on Windows, so make sure that you disable it. It's creating a lot of stuttering with Origin or even the new launcher from EA, so don't use it. Really important to put this one at off. And for the capture, make sure that background recording and recorded audio is at off. Another thing that I recommend to use, it's only working on Nvidia card 1000 series or above. It's the hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. You need to write graphics setting in your search bar to have this option. Make sure that you put this one at on. You will need to restart your computer to make sure this one is applied. You can expect 3 to 5% boost in your FPS if you have like something like a 1050 Ti, 1060. It's really good for bottleneck, but don't expect any boost if you have like something like a 2070 or something more powerful than that. It will be like zero gain. Another thing that I want to mention on Battlefield, when you use this setting, if you are a streamer or someone who record video, don't use that. It seems to create stuttering. So really important, put this one at off if you stream on Twitch, like with OBS and something like that. Another thing that it's really important, it's your driver. Go on the Radeon website. Nvidia Radeon just released the one from Far Cry 6 and Battlefield, so you can expect a nice 8 to 10% boost in your FPS. So really important to have the latest driver when they release like big AAA game like that. It's important to update your driver, even if you have like an integrated GPU from Intel on your processor. Go in their website and do the update. One more thing that I want to talk about, it's the energy. So the power plan, go to power option. Make sure that you run balance or high performance on your computer. If you are currently on a desktop computer, you should not have any issue with that, but it's more like for people who's using a laptop. So if you have a laptop like you're using your laptop for gaming, look at this, because sometimes you are at power saver to make sure that you're saving battery when you use it, when you don't plug it on the wall. But even when you plug on the wall, sometimes it doesn't switch to balance or high performance. It's staying at power saver or another mode that your manufacturer create, like a Asus, Dell, whatever, like a eco mode or something like that. So super important to use something that will use all the resources of your computer at maximum power. So this is pretty much it with the Windows setup. Now let's go inside of the game. So now inside of the game, so first of all, we're gonna go to general option and general. Camera shake, I recommend to put this one at 0. You don't want the shake when like you have explosion and stuff like that. You want like a very stable and clear image. Also, always remove the share user data. I'm not share usage, sorry, not user. I'm not a fan of this, and always wondering if it's causing lag or whatever, so that's why I remove it. And also in the network, I put my network performance stats at always, because right now I want to see, is it my computer who's having issue or the servers? And honestly, right now it's running very well for me. I don't have any issue, but it's a way that I monitor the network performance when I play this game. So after that, go to display. Full screen mode, really important. Play full screen in this game. I did a couple of tests. Borderless for me is causing a lot of stuttering, so don't use that. Go with full screen. For your resolution, I recommend to play native. So for me, it's 2K. Don't downscale your resolution, but it's not necessarily a scale here. You just like change your resolution. So for an example, my monitor is 2K. I tried, for an example, 1080p, and my image was like not very good for 1080p. So really important, use your native resolution. Also, another thing that is really important is your refresh rate. Use the refresh rate of your monitor, because by default it was at 60. So for me, I have a 170 Hz monitor, so really important to use that. You want the maximum refresh rate that you can do on your monitor. For the field of view, one thing that is really important to mention here, it's a vertical field of view, not horizontal. So if you guys are like used to play at 90, 100, 110, whatever, like a game like Warzone, it's not the same. You need to go on a website to convert that. So 68 for me is 100 horizontal field of view. ADS field of view, I always put this one at off. Brightness, I don't touch that. So here, the first graphic setting that you can change is the HDR. Me, I don't use HDR. I have like some kind of HDR on my monitor, but it's not really good. So that's why I don't use that. Motion blur, really important in any first-person video game, first-person shooter. Put this one at 0. It will help you a lot with your visibility. And chromatic aberration, film grain, vignette, and lens distortion, put those one at off. You will not expect like a big improvement in your FPS. It's like 3 to 4%, but it's more about your visibility. So that's why all those parameters should be at off. After that, put your graphic quality at custom. So here, I'm going to tell you what I currently use, but also I know some people want good graphic. They don't really care about like just performance and visibility. They just want to enjoy their game. So I will told you which one have a big impact or not when you change your graphic settings. So first of all, texture quality. This one you can definitely go at maximum if you have 6 gig of VRAM and more on your video card. If you have something like 4 gig, I recommend high. 3 gig medium, and less than 3 gig go with low. I'm talking about VRAM on your GPU, not your RAM in your computer, the VRAM. So just look at your VRAM depending on the video card that you have. After that, lighting quality. This one you can have like, you can expect a nice impact on your FPS. Ultra to high 3%, high to medium 3%, and medium to low 2%. So definitely this one go with low. Effect quality, not a huge improvement. If I compare ultra to low, I'm getting like 4% difference, but it's more to stabilize your FPS. So if you're getting some drop when you're fighting, when you have some explosion and stuff like that, definitely effect quality, go with low for this one. Post-process quality, this is the one that you can definitely put at medium with mesh and terrain quality, because if I compare medium versus low, I'm getting like 1% boost in my FPS, and it's pretty much the same for mesh and terrain. So definitely here, if you want a little bit more graphic, you can do that. But for visibility, I really recommend post-processing quality at low. You will see when you put post-processing at medium, high, or even ultra, your image is getting like a lot buzzier and like a lot blurrier. So I'm not using this one at ultra. Mesh quality, like I said, you can definitely go with medium and medium at terrain quality. You can expect here ultra to high a 3% boost, high to medium a 2% boost, and medium to low 1% boost. So really depend on what you want to do with your computer and your game. Undergrowth quality, this one I recommend to put this one at low. I don't know why I'm getting some weird stuttering at high or ultra with this one. So definitely put this one at low. You can expect a 5% boost in your FPS and much more stable FPS. Anti-aliasing, I'd put this one at TAA low. Better visibility for me in this game. If you don't like that because you're seeing like weird line and stuff like that, you're seeing aliasing, you can definitely go with high, but you will see that your game looks a little bit blurry with this one, and you're losing 3% in your FPS. Ambient occlusion, this one I recommend to put this one at off. It will help you a lot with your FPS. If I compare ultra to off, you can expect an 8% boost in your FPS, but your game will look a little bit flat without ambient occlusion. So definitely do some testing. Do you prefer performance? Do you want like image quality? It's a big you can definitely go with something like HBAO if you really want ambient occlusion, but for me it's a no because I want visibility. Dynamic resolution, this one I recommend to put this one at off. Don't go at on. It's like moving your resolution scale depending of your objective of FPS. So sometimes everything is clear, sometimes everything looks a little bit blurry. So don't use that. Just like proper set your graphic parameter here. If you have the Nvidia Reflex Low Latency, I really recommend to use enable plus boost, sorry. It will help a lot with your input lag, so definitely this one, it's a good option to use. Future frame rendering. This one will be very important for a Battlefield game. I remember in Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 it was pretty much the same. I recommend to put this one at on. Definitely, it was at on, sorry. It will add a little bit of input lag in your game, but everything is a lot more smoother. First of all, I'm getting a lot more FPS, like 9 to 10%. And also, I don't get like some weird stuttering, weird stuff happening with the game. So definitely look at future frame rendering. I think it's worth it to use it, even if you add a little bit more input lag in your game. But this helps a lot with Battlefield game. The last one is the vertical sync. Vertical sync, I don't use that. Again, it's another parameter that will add input lag to your game. Me, I have a FreeSync monitor. So if you have FreeSync G-Sync, just use your G-Sync FreeSync monitor and you will be fine. But if you don't have that, you can see tearing when you will play this game. And if you don't like tearing, you can definitely put your vertical sync at on. It really depends how bad it is. But on any first-person shooter, I never use vertical sync normally. The last one is the high fidelity object amount. This one go with low. It will help a little bit to stabilize your FPS, and also you can expect a nice 4% boost in your FPS. So this is pretty much it, guys, for the graphic parameter for Battlefield. It looks like Battlefield 5 or 1. If you look at the graphic parameter, they don't add like more stuff, but honestly the game looks very good and it's not that bad for an open beta right now. It's running kind of well. So if you have any question about this game or issue that you have, just comment in the YouTube section, post me your rig, CPU, GPU, and RAM. I will try to help you the best that I can, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.